These are some of the Christians who have converged here at Nakawa Pentecostal Church in Kampala. Many find refuge in prayer and worship. They sit on bricks and timber to make temporary seats to listen to the pastor preach. A land row pitting these church leaders and a retired senior pastor Daniel Katabarwa rages without a solution in sight. There are conflicting tales. KCCA gave the church a 47-year lease to, among other things, construct a nursery school. It's alleged that Katabarwa opted to build a student's hostel, a move which was contested by his colleagues.
Somehow he came up with an idea of building a hostel that it would support the pastors so that they can depend on a basket alone.
The pastors here claim that even after reaching retirement age, Katabarwa refused to transfer the project to the current church leaders. They agreed to consult Pastor Sserwada to mediate.
He did his job and gave us a recommendation.
The negotiations reached a stalemate. According to church members, Pastor Sserwadda issued a notice last week barring them from holding prayers at the church until he gives a ruling on the dispute at hand. This group then decided to demolish the hostel, which is next to the church.
Men would come out of the city and they park here to pick the girls. Well, people were saying now, how can the church be associated with such a thing? Why don't we comply with the lease agreement?
However, when an aide of Pastor Sserwadda arrived at the church, he was attacked.
The best way is to uproot the problem right from the root.
This congregation claims that Pastor Sserwadda should not be involved in the dispute because the church doesn't subscribe to his association.
The church does not subscribe to him.
He came because of the leadership that we hold in this country. And we have not been here in just one meeting. We were here in several meetings. Both parties were talking, and they have been referring to our recommendations. We met in those meetings.
It is also alleged that Katabarwa tried to forcefully install one of his sons as a senior pastor, but he was rejected.
I had advised him to bring the son. I ushered him slowly in the ministry, but I'd eventually become a pastor. You know, he never took my advice.
Katabarwa is ill. However, one of his sons, Kefa Sekaizi, accuses his father's rivals of trying to grab church property.
For him, he retired in Muzei's absence, and he took over.
He wants the law to take its course.
There is a protocol. There is a system. Why hasn't he used the system to break down the church premises?
Police continues to probe this land wrangle. Solomon Kawesa, NTV.